All right. Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Mawasar.
Shalom, shalom. It's your brother, Shemawa All.
Huh. Hey, we came back with a part two, man.
Probably got off. Yeah, I praise to the Most High. Lord willing, he come back. But yeah, as you see, we come with a part two. Um, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we able to finish, all this meat on this bone. There you go. There you go. Up. He gone, he gone. All right, so Most High willing, we able to finish, but shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh, right? Who the world calls God. Bashem Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls, Jesus Christ, right? All praise to the Most High. Shalom, family.
Okay,
Yeah.
Salakia, man. That's Satan, man. Ain't nobody want to call my phone till it's time to do the work. Now everybody got all these questions, man. All right, Salakia, yo. I apologize, but we gonna stay in the spirit. So the brother was going in last week. Jeremiah 51, breaking it down on how America is prophesied to fall in the scriptures. Look, man, like we said last week, ain't no Joseph showing up. Donald Trump is spending like what is it, like $250 million, 300 million on a damn ballroom, man. They said, if I'm not mistaken, he like the first president to destroy part of the outside of the White House. They done renovations inside, but this dude is trying to build a whole like. I mean, think about that. When you ever heard of a president building a whole new wing of the White House for a ballroom? Insane. He didn't build a what is that called? A war room. He
God.
didn't say he was building that. He didn't build a nuclear fallout shelter. The dude built the damn ballroom, man, or he building one. And is it not a slap in the face to all his fellow good patriotic Americans that the government is shut down and that's what he's concerned about? That's your president. I was watching a video. The brother who was that? The brother Yardan was talking about how when people vote, they got that "I voted" sticker. I voted. Did you? This the dude y'all voted for, man. Y'all stood in line. Y'all bought the MAGA hats and the shirts. Hey, I'm led to believe y'all gonna dress y'all damn kids up as Donald Trump for Halloween, man. You gonna get your son a little orange wig, all of that, man. You gonna dress your kids up as Donald Trump for Halloween because you love America. But guess what? Hey, could you pull a precept for me right quick?
God.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse number 21. Baba Kashaf.
God. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
No, you can save them.
The wicked shall not be unpunished.
Hey, man, I don't care how much you kiss the boot. You can be cast in the fire with the boot. What they call them, bootlickers? The ones
Mhm.
that they love the police. They got back to blue. They got that damn blue, black, and white flag on the back of their car. They got them we back the badge signs in their yard with the police badge on it. Hey Jake, cause we not talking to Esau. They supposed to love. Hey, listen, if you're an Edomite watching this video, I want you to keep supporting America. I want you to love your country. That's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a good, jolly old Edomite and enjoy your country. But for us, there's no way on God's green earth that you sitting here trying to save America, man. When your president is building a ballroom while you can't get no food stamps. Hey, wasn't they saying, I think it was down there in Atlanta, the TSA people not even showing up to work because they ain't getting paid. What you gonna do when your local grocery store workers stop showing up? They don't have the money to go to the gas station to put gas in their car to come to work. What happens when the truck drivers get fed up and they like, nah, we not picking up no more loads? What happened then? Here it is. You got Eve every other day. You know, Eve, you really love America. Let's talk about that. I don't think nobody enjoys, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, speaking as a man, I don't think nobody loves America more than Eve. They got everything you want, Eve. You can go buy your Remy 813 hair from Moab. You can go shop with the Ishmaelites at the liquor store, get your Don Julio bottle. You know how they be holding their Don Julio bottle. I wish I had a bottle. Where that bottle at? I got some lemonade. Hold on. This be Eve with the Don Julio bottle, just like this. We talking about we outside. You know? And Jake, you be out. That's why I was just talking to somebody. That's why the women get in free to the parties. Cause Jake, what you doing all day? That where the 304s at Spirit. You know? America offers all of these different types of wine, and we was talking about that last week. If America was a wine, they like Taylor Port Black. You ever had that with Social Mo? That Taylor Port Black. Hey man, look, Taylor Port itself already strong enough. You get that Taylor Port Black, that's America right there. Have you feeling too good? And anybody who drank wine before, you know, it sneak up on you. That's America. Here it is, 2 days from now. Well, 3 days from now, you got to pay your rent. But you know what you're going to be doing on the 31st? You're going to be outside with your grown behind playing dress up, collecting candy, and you 30 years old. You 27 years old, dressing up as I'm going to use my words wisely, as a promiscuous nurse, going around knocking on random people's doors to collect candy, and you don't even have rent for the next day because you spent it on a bottle of Hennessy. That damn Pink Whitney is destroying Eve's mind, man. You know? I just wanted to get one more precept and then you got it up. Yeah. I'm going to pull it in second. Because it's over, man. It's a wrap. Hey, Esau at work. I said this in the chat. Hold on 1 second. Shalom. I can't see if that's a sister or a brother, but Shalom.
Yeah, that's sister.
Right? Let's get second Ezra's, man. Because, yeah, hey, there's nothing you can do to save America, man. And God forbid, there's any camp out here teaching that America is going to, don't worry, y'all. It's okay. Trying to secure, I don't even want to say that. Let's keep going. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. I mean, you could read Revelation. You could read Isaiah. You could read, what am I thinking of? Matthew chapter 24. To see the things that are happening and let you know it's the end times. And them things is going on right now. What you got up?
Hey, the brother bringing it out, man. This place is finished, and you got people still freaking off, right? Still freaking off. And the point that the brother made, he said, because Eve, this world is literally made for them to prosper, so called, So them taking that snap, November 31st, it's over with. No more food stamps. It is gone. Like it's literally out the window. So once November 1st hit, best believe there's no snap. You know, this place is slowly falling. The Lord is keep plucking the hairs out of Babylon. Right? I got a precept. Sirach 18 and verse 1. It says, He that liveth forever created all things in general. Right? So the Most High created everything. He created everything. The good, the evil. Right? Everything that you can name in a good and righteousness, and everything that you can name in evil. He created it all. Verse 2. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He, who governeth the world with the palm of His hand, and all things obey His will. Everything is us His will. Us to be on top and the time to come, that's His will. The wicked getting destroyed is His will. Babylon been set up as a king. All these ancient empires, man, Persian, the Medes, Assyrians, Egyptians, the Grecians, right? Rome, all those was set up by the Most High's will. And guess what? It was turned down by the Most High will. Let's read that again. It says, Who governeth the world with the palm of His hand, and all things obey His will. For He is the King of all. Yeah, Esau lifting himself up, be very prideful. He thinking he has control over U.S., thinking he has control of the elements. And no, the Most High is the governor of all things. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He governs the world in the palm of His hand. All things obey His will. So if He said that He's going to destroy this place, best believe it's going to happen, and they can't do nothing about it. Trump can't sign a bill to change nothing. He can't tell you everything is going to be okay because he has no type of power. It's all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Renowned for He is the King of all. By His power dividing holy things among them from profane. Right? So that's the point, man. Hey, it's of His will. If the Lord tell you to sit down, you're going to sit down. Right? Hey, man, He's the King of all, man. So this place is gonna fall, whether you believe it or not. Prophecy is gonna happen. This truth is gonna go out. Heaven and earth shall pass, but His words will stay. His words still gonna be here. See that? Right. So we're gonna get to Jeremiah. I believe we left off on Jeremiah 50 and 16. Right. We gonna it's a lot of meat on this bone. But the Lord governeth all things, man. So Jake, you thinking that they can you think America is gonna they go to war and they're gonna win? Sorry to say, that's not gonna happen. Because ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna win. The Lord is gonna destroy the wicked and set up the righteous. The wicked doesn't rule forever. The wicked does not rule forever. If you do something that's unrighteous, you're not gonna rule forever. Look what happened to Solomon. He went off. He went clean off. His kingdom was supposed to be established forever. Ultimately, it was of the Most High, right? But it didn't last forever. Look at Saul. David, he was righteous. He died of old age, but his kingdom, it was all of the Most High. But He's going to rule through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, though, through that seed line. Right, we got ears here. Right, so we're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 50. I'm going to read verse 16 again, right? It says, Cut off the sword from Babylon and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear, right, of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land, right? So there's going to be civil war, and the Lord's going to cause a famine. So it's going to be civil war going on. I believe I brought it out last week. I'm gonna say it again. They used Jake as a target to start civil war. They're saying he was going against he was going against Iran, if I'm not mistaken. Could be butchering it, but yeah, you know, they literally used Jake, and the video wasn't even about that, but that's what they do. Use Jake to start something. Use Jake to run something. So civil war is definitely going to happen, and the Lord is going to cut down who's dwelling with the heathen. So if you're in the mixed multitude, best believe you're going to get destroyed with the mixed multitude. And it says, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 13. Because Isaiah said the same thing. Isaiah said the same thing. Two witnesses prophesying about the same thing. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 13. It says, therefore will I shake the heavens. The Lord is going to shake the heavens, man. Right? I believe on that Monday Night Fire, if nobody haven't seen it, you should, right? They brought out the movie Greenland, right? If nobody has seen that, that came out 2020, if I'm not mistaken. A bomb dropped, right? And it shook the earth, man. It says, therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land. Isaiah said the same thing. It's going to be race wars, man. So, Jake, you thinking a Samoan you was cool with at work is going to continue to dwell with you in that day and be your brother? Best believe that that's going to change. You dwelling with the so-called white man, that's going to change. They're going to turn to their own people, right? Man, it says, and everyone that is found shall be thrust through. The Lord's going to thrust you through if you found with the heathen. It says, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You're going to fall by the sword, whether that's Esau killing you, and ultimately that's the Most High killing you, because you shouldn't be dwelling in the first place. The Lord commanded you to be with your own people. The Lord splitted us up for a reason. You got to point out. Yeah. Right. So the Lord separated the nations for a reason. We have not dwelt around the heathens. We may live around them, but we have not actually partying with them like we doing in Babylon, like we doing right now, man. These weird festivals that's going on, right? Verse 16, it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So that it is destruction is coming. The time is coming where wives going to be ravished, people going to break into your homes, right? Children will get dashed into pieces, men gonna be dashed into pieces. It's gonna be, not to get too rated R, but but that's what's gonna happen. So destruction is coming, man. And you have to get spiritually prepared and built up, because if not, you're gonna get caught out there. And if you don't have faith in the Lord, you're gonna be struggling, man. You're gonna be depending on flesh, depending on man. And really, you should be depending on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? So let's go back to that. Jeremiah chapter 50. We're gonna jump down to verse 21. Right? So the war is definitely coming, man. Just because things may seem okay and you're feeling good in your flesh, you're playing a game and you're able to go you got PTO and you're traveling and stuff like that. All hell is gonna break loose. You're gonna head out.
God, that's crazy. You said that. I got a perfect verse. Let's go back to second Ezra. Because Ezra spoke on that. It's gonna seem real sweet. Like the brother said, you can play the game. Hey, Jake, you can that new 2K come out. You know, you can buy all the VC that you want. You can go down to they selling weed out the gas station now. You can go to the gas station, you know, buy you one of them damn vapes. Everybody got a vape now. I seen the Jake at camp. He tried to hide it. He had a vape hanging from his belt, man. I know exactly what that was. See, Shemawa, they don't know that we used to be in the world. We know what these things are. You know, they be thinking they can hide. But let's get Second Ezra chapter 16. I believe I want verse 21. Huh. Second Ezra chapter 16. Man, Ezra is going in. And verse number 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. You're going to think it's sweet. Everything going to be cheap. Hey, I'm sitting outside of a store right now. It's Target right over there. You can go in there, you can get some water. Hey, nowadays, we don't even understand how difficult it is to get water. We can just go buy it from the store. If you ever, I want y'all to look up, finish this video first, of course, if y'all watching it on the playback. But I want you to look up a video on how to filter water in the wild. And I want you to see how much work that takes. Last time I checked, ain't no damn water faucets in the wilderness, man. Where's the account of Moses? He kind of went up to a tree. He kind of you know them faucets, you can kind of pull it. You can pull it off. Like you don't gotta just rinse your stuff under. You can pull it off. They got the different spray modes, and you can use the shower modes. You can use ain't none of that in the wilderness, man. You got a microwave. Ain't none of that in the wilderness. I'm gonna read this again. It says, "Victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. You don't even have to leave your house to get food. You can DoorDash it. With the click of a button, you got food popping up to your front door." Ezra was prophesying about these things. Speaking of playing 2K, you ain't even got to go to GameStop to get it. You can download it straight off the app. You know? Let's read this again because a lot of times they try to say, oh, that was written a long time ago and that's old. And hey, there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. This is Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword. We see the wars going on. That's not a secret. I think Russia been at war since 2021? It's been a little minute now. The Russia-Ukraine stuff. I think China was going to get down on Taiwan. I mean, it was sounds of war in the earth. Let's keep reading. It said, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine. Hey, y'all seeing a precursor to the famine right now. They on the internet losing their mind right now. If they get rid of Snap, they gonna really see me snap. That's what they saying. I saw a video, hey, like the brother was saying, y'all gotta watch these Monday Night Fires on the Cold Cut Resurrected channel, man. He said, or Eve on one of the videos said, I can't wait to see them. Y'all think people not gonna have their Thanksgiving? That's what she was saying. Y'all think people ain't gonna get their turkeys for their Thanksgiving? Y'all think people gonna be hungry? She said she can't wait to see the stealing and the rioting. I saw a video. I didn't finish it, but I think it's in Fayetteville, North Carolina. They already getting down out there, running in and out of Walmart, man. It ain't even. November ain't. They ain't even cut everything off yet. Hey, and Jake, y'all know how that go with the food stamps. You know they sell you $300 of food stamps for 150, 50 cents on the dollar for the food. Hey, they can't do that no more. If you was planning on paying your rent, then them club clothes you just bought, you wasn't expecting for them to say, nah, no more food stamps. You was planning to sell them $800 of food stamps to help go towards your club clothes fund, your club clothes fund. And guess what? No more. It's a sword, famine, and great confusion. Y'all don't know what to do. Here it is. Every time they walk past us, what they say, Shema, I just went to church. We be like, hey, you got a couple seconds for the Lord? Oh, I pray every day. Well, I didn't ask you if you prayed. I asked you, do you got a second for the Lord? Oh, I'm blessed. I'm high. What they say, I'm blessed and highly favored. I mean, it's a million different things they say. You know what's gonna happen when this system that they trust in fails them? Dang, yeah, they was kind of. I remember that one dude. He was standing outside with that stuff on the bottom of his shirt. He was telling me this was gonna happen. You're gonna be confounded. Great confusion. And Brother Shema all know where we teach at, and we know where they teach at down there in Chicago, man. It's cracking every day. People all over the place, especially down there on Michigan Ave in front of the Bean. They down there selling, what is them things they be selling with the hot sauce on them? What is that called?
Mouse sauce?
Yeah, it's something like it's like a, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they be selling them. They sell all type of stuff. Just know that it's some type of food. They be having hot sauce on it. Northern Kingdom be selling it. They be out there selling hats. They out there
Oh, I
having
know what you're
business.
talking about. Shalak, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it's called though.
Yeah. It's slipping my mind what it's called. But hey, Ezra's prophesied about this. He said it's gonna be so good, cheap. They gonna think it's sweet. They really gonna think it's sweet. We tell you, hey, we still in captivity. You know we still in hell, right? Well, hey, hell ain't too bad. That's what they'll tell you. Imagine saying that out your mouth. Hell ain't that bad. And then what happens when after they loot all the stores, you ain't got no milk, no formula to get to give your babies? Then what? You know? Hey, it's gonna be the winter time. If they clean these Walmarts and Targets out, what you gonna do? You've been tricking your money off, like I said, on club clothes and bottles of Don Julio. What happened when Man can't fit his coat no more? But it ain't no store for you to go buy no coat from because they didn't looted it. That's great confusion. So it's wise if y'all just take the warning. The Most High has been sending his prophets out here for years, telling people, hey, get right with the Most High before it's over with. Matter of fact, I got one last precept and then you got it. Let's see what the Lord himself said in Mark chapter 1 and verse 15. We preaching the same thing that you claim that the Lord and Savior you claim to follow was preaching. And they have the nerve to tell us that we don't believe in Christ when we doing the same thing Christ was doing. It's Mark chapter 1 and verse 15. And saying, the time is fulfilled and the kingdom of God is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel. This is not the time to be. Jake got these damn NFL dreams, man. It's over. Hang it up. You not all this. Oh, I'm gonna be the greatest linebacker of all time. It's over with. You see what's going on with the sports betting? They rigging all the sports. You gonna get to the NFL, they gonna have a packet in your locker with the script on it, and they gonna tell you what to do in this next game. You gonna think that you finna go in this game and ball out, and in your script they gonna say you gonna get 0 tackles, X, Y, and Z on this play. You're gonna get mossed by this receiver, and you're gonna be sick. Oh, I thought I was gonna be the next Ray Lewis. Jake with these damn hoop dreams. You know, we got a few players that's from Wisconsin that's playing in the league. You got Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole. I can't remember the other dude. I think it's Alondes Williams. I can't remember his name. There's a couple of them. You think you the next one? That's what Jake thinks. When you got NBA players like Kyrie, who was telling you a couple years ago, hey, that Hebrew stuff, we just had a brother in the chat not too long ago just say that. He had a friend in the world who didn't believe him when he told him about the truth. But when he heard Kyrie talk about it, he was like, oh, dang, I kind of got to repent now. And all praises. Hey, that's how the Most High wanted it to happen. All praises. But we know how people get, hey, when a rich man speaks, they look and see and they extol it to the clouds. Here it is. We've been telling y'all the same thing. It take Kanye West to tell you. But you got it out.
You got to take Kyrie or Kanye West to tell you the truth. That's crazy.
Or they got to see a Drewski skit to believe it.
Right, a Drewski skit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's madness. Tanner to put on fringes too, but all praise to the Most High. For the Lord, hey, look, America will fall. You see the title, man. Right? You see the title. This place is right. So we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 50, right, verse 21. Hey, this is coming, man. Hey, I can hear my echo out if you could mute.
I can hear you. What's that?
It's like I hear. Okay, now I ain't doing it no more.
Oh, I feel like I'm mute my mic.
God, I ain't doing. Okay, all praise. All of a sudden it stopped now. But all praise to the Most High, right? So, hey, the Great War is coming, man. And the mighty point that brother brought out, you got these pagan holidays, these wicked holidays coming up, and the snaps is over with. Something's gonna happen. It may not be huge, to the certain extent, because things, everything is set in order by the Most High, but people are gonna trip out. Ain't nobody finna have that many turkeys on Thanksgiving. It ain't finna be a lot of frozen food in that freezer, man. See that? So this Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 21. It says, go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, so like for the pronunciation, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. It reads, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Man, that's World War III, man. That's all hell breaking loose. You're hearing bombs, AKs, all type of guns you never even heard before in person. You're going to hear all that screaming, right? From men and women and children. You're going to hear a man scream like an old woman. You're going to hear it. It says a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction, right? So verse 23, it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because America has been getting down on everybody. So people are going to be confounded, like everybody think America is going to stand still. They're going to stand firm. That's not going to happen. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? People are going to be confounded. Let's get Revelations. Right. Let's go to Revelations, man. Right, bear with me. Right, but rough. Right. Revelation chapter 18 in verse, I'm gonna start at verse 9, right? It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her." So all these kings, Trumps and uh the junior the Carly what's his name, Charlie Kirk's juniors, and all the, Dr. Umar and what, Ellen, Oprah, all these wicked kings, they did that has committed fornication, that lived deliciously, they're gonna bewail her, man. They're gonna be like, man, I thought, how is they getting destroyed? We was set up so nice. We had everything. We had the food stamps, we had the wicked festivals, the parties and the money, right? We had the passports and all these things that was set up to have you go contrary towards the Most High. They're gonna cry about that, right? And really, it's speaking about the other nations, because they're gonna cry. Moabites, Elamites, the Edomites, first and foremost, right? Ishmael, because they pitched their tents here, right? And they're gonna bewail her, man. They're gonna be confounded. They're gonna be like, hold on, I thought they had it all set up. I thought they was covered. They built bunkers, and bunkers ain't gonna do nothing, man. Right? So it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." Like, come on now. It's crazy how people say this already happened. You know, it's crazy how they say, yeah, you read the Bible, those stuff already happened. If it did, why you reading it? You know, yeah, you may have things through the spirit, and in context, Babylon has fallen already, but you do have a new Babylon. Who is that? America. It's the daughter of Babylon. You seeing daughter of Babylon in the Bible. So who is the daughter of Babylon? The Jeremiah. I said they ain't even know who the daughter of Babylon was. They didn't know who the beast was. Our forefathers want to see this, man, and we get to see it. They here on earth, right? You the regeneration, right? All praise to the Most High. So it says, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, so they're going to see the smoke of her burning, and they're going to cry tears. And the people that love this place, that has no light in them, they're going to cry as well. Verse 10, "Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." It said that great city Babylon. Because when you go into ancient Babylon, they say it was beautiful to look at, man. Our forefathers was loving Babylon, the wicked, right? It said that mighty city. Because America, yeah. America moved mighty on the left-hand side. Great city on the left-hand side. But this is why it has to be destroyed. Right? So let's go to let's read Jeremiah 50 and 23 again. "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Right? So they're gonna be confounded. And they screaming this. I mean, everybody, man, the look on people's faces when America, all the lights cut out, everything just shut down. The sower ain't sowing no more. The grinding ain't grinding no more. The traders ain't trading no more. Everything is going to be shut down. Everything is going to be blown up. And they're going to be confounded. Right? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. I was speaking about that. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 6, right? It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. So the so-called white man, right, who's ruling America is going to get persecuted. They got to drink of that cup because they persecute the prophets. They persecute the saints. They got to drink that same cup, man. They're going to get persecuted, right? It said, he who smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth, right? Same thing as Jeremiah saying, right? It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing because the earth is going to be at rest because they defiled the land. When the last time did the earth have rest? We supposed to go through a Sabbath. We supposed to go through a land Sabbath. When did we had when the earth had a Shabbat, man? It said they break forth into singing, man. That's crazy work. It says, verse 8, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us, man. Right? So the earth is going to rejoice at the fall of Babylon. America, man. Man, let's go to, since we in Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah 24. Because the earth is defiled. The earth is very upset right now. It can't really bear fruit as it should. You know, everything is just jammed up, right? You got, just always bring it up. You got hybrid fruits. I seen a video that what Esau created pink because I was wondering about the pineapples, the pink pineapples. They created that, man. That's not natural. You know, you got other oranges. But you do have blood oranges, but it's a different type of orange that they make. Like it's just all freakism, man. It's madness, right? This Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4, it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, because the earth is waxing old due to who ruling this place. The wicked is ruling right now, man. So the earth is fading away. It said the world languish and fadeth away. It says the haughty people of the earth do languish. It said the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Who is ruling? Who is under the inhabitants thereof, man? Who is that? It says because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. So the earth is defiled, man. The earth is mourning right now. And when the so-called white man is destroyed, when Babylon is falling, the beast, the great whore, the earth is going to rejoice into singing, man. Right? You got a point up?
Con. Speaking on them coming up with these quote unquote exotic fruits, according to the Bible, that's a sin to do that. You can't put two different types of seeds together. The Lord is not dealing with that. He's not dealing with mixing animals. He's not dealing with mixing races. He's not. The Lord is so against mixing. Let me get this right quick. I got two precepts and I'll pass it right back to you. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 9. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard. I'm going to read that right. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. That was a commandment the Lord gave to us through the hand of Moses. Hey, ain't no grapples mixing grapes and apples together. What is that? You know, mixing oranges and damn pears together. The Lord not dealing with that. And speaking on mixing people, because you know, Jake, we see you all the time. Y'all see, The same Jakes be on social media all day. Oh, black women this and black women that. Y'all be outside with Becky, holding hands with her. Y'all walk right past us every Saturday, every Friday, reproducing with them. That's what y'all like to do. You know the Lord. That's part of the reason that the flood came in the first place because everybody wanted to mix. Let's prove it. Let's go to Genesis chapter 6. Let's go to it. All this mixing and that's the spirit that the brother said that about Esau having these different fruits they just made. What you said that fruit was called?
It was a pink pineapple. It's a
A
pink
pink
pineapple.
pineapple.
Yeah.
When you ever seen a damn pink? I never even heard of that. Till the brother just mentioned it. I mean, God forbid I go to the store because I like fruit. I go to the store buy one of them, you know them fruit assortment packs. They be having watermelon and grapes and stuff. And I see a damn pink pineapple. What would that even taste like? What is that? That's insane to me. All this GMO stuff they got, man. Hey, even the meat. The damn meat not real. They 3D printing your meat. Hey, God forbid we sit down for a feast day. Me and the brothers from my wall at the table eating 3D printed steak, man. Here it is. Hey, the brothers got a 3D printer in the room. He say, give me 30 minutes. I got a good ribeye coming for you. And he print a damn steak for you. Printing chicken wings. Imagine brothers print the chicken wings before they put them on the grill, man. But let me get this in Genesis chapter 6, and then I'm gonna pass it back to you. Hold on one second. See that? The brothers say Sam's. I believe you meant to say Sam's Club sells plum cups, plums and apricots, man. Who does Esau think he is? You know? I mean that's insane. A damn plum cut. You ever heard of that? I never heard of that.
No, man, I ain't never heard of that. They got all type of stuff, man. Cotton candy, grapes, and this is
Hey,
madness, man.
I had them cotton candy grapes, man. I don't know what they putting in them, but it's like 3 times sweeter than a regular grape, man. I don't know what they did to that, but it can't be real. There's no way. But still, like y'all, let me get this verse. Let me get this verse, and then you got it. Man, it's Genesis chapter 6 and verse 1. The Lord is not dealing with mixing nothing at all. Genesis 6 and verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. I mean, here it is. Jake had that damn she fine spirit. That's what was going on. It don't even, man. Look, it don't make sense. It's time to repent, man. Ain't the Lord is not dealing with plum cuts and cotton candy grapes. And don't be a spiritual cotton candy grape or plum cup. Here it is, you kinda in the truth, but you want to save Esau at the same time. Hey, the Lord say any man save his life is gonna lose it. But the saying that lose his life for Christ's sake shall find it. But you got it.
Yeah, it is madness, man. This place is defiled. So when the Lord destroyed this place, we're not gonna be the ones rejoicing too. The earth and the animals are gonna rejoice, right? So like you. So we're gonna go to Jeremiah 50, verse 24. Right, it reads, winding down through the spirit. This place gonna fall, man. It feel good saying it. You don't want to get caught in this place, man. Get caught in some fetting and Now your house get broken into because the Lord did say he coming as a thief in the night. And you know when a thief is coming. You don't know when a thief is coming, man. You're eating cookies and drinking milk, you know. You're watching This Christmas. You all cuddled up, got your PJs on, your Santa hat, your rib, she got a gown on, it got candy canes all on it. And y'all just chilling. And whole time you see Dan, you don't even see nothing. You don't even hear nothing. You got Bad Santa going through your window. He all in your kitchen, all in your jewelry box, all under your bed because you surfetting, man. You partaking of Babylon, the great whore, man. You laying down with the great whore, right? While somebody else is just all in your belongings, man. You don't know when the thief is coming, right? This Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven, right? Striving against the Lord, right? Verse 25, it reads, the Lord hath opened his army, right? His armory, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Right. So the Lord is a man of war, man. Exodus 15:3. He's a man of war. So he has an army. And for Esau to think he could go against the Lord, you think you could box against the Lord? You think you could really go against the chariots, man? I had shooting missiles at chariots, and it just bounced right off. I wish we could, share the screen, man. We could show some videos, man. Just bounce right off. Ain't do nothing, no dent, nothing. It didn't. The Angels ain't lose control, and that's what they gonna do. They be in them jets losing control. Ain't no angel finna get and lose control of that, man. There's no way. They not finna run out of ammo, right? They're faster than sound. They faster than wind. They can get big. They can get small. You can't do nothing. They can disappear. They can get invisible, man. Not to be long-winded. Quick one. I had a dream of a chariot and it disappeared in my face, but the Lord still allowed me to see it. Hey, so what makes you think you go against a chariot, man? Just madness, right? That's madness. We're gonna go jump down verse 29, right? Verse 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. So as we speaking right now, the Lord is calling together the archers against America. He's setting it up. He did it to Egypt. He did it to the Syrians. He did it to Babylon. Did the Persian and Medes. He did it to the Grecians. He always setting something up, right, for his firstborn. See that? It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bear the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. So the Lord is not playing. Nobody is going to escape. You can't run from the Lord. You can't hide, right? You ain't going, and there ain't nobody escaping. In Jake terms, the Lord put a bag over America's head. And he has a list, even Israelites, he has a list of every Edomite. An angel is assigned to kill so-and-so. I ain't gonna say names, but hey, you're not escaping, man. Right? It says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Right? So they're going to get recompense for the work they have done. They got to drink of the cup. They got to drink that, man. That's a huge cup they gotta drink. That's a big cup, man. And Esau, he's very covetous and greedy, you know. So he's gonna have a huge cup. You see him, what's that, my 600-pound life? Whatever, the big cups and big meals and haven't took a shower in 6 months, and you just got food everywhere and cups and hey man, that's a big cup they're gonna have to drink. You gotta point out.
Hey, Con, it was a video, man. This dude had his bed in the kitchen, man. Hey, the plate was like the size of a piece of stone, man. Just gluttonous. That's I just wanted to say that right quick.
You can't make this up. Gluttony, man. Esau is gluttony, rape, rob, and murder. So you got to drink of that cup, man. You're gonna get recompense, right? Let's get Galatians chapter 6. Because what you sow, that's what you got to reap, man. We all do. We all do, right? Galatians chapter 6, because we reaping, we look what we reaping right now. We didn't keep the commandments. We in captivity. You know, this is why we got to repent. And most are willing through the faith of Yahweh Bashar, we get taken away from this place, man. We be in our glorified bodies. We endure, right? But hey, we reaping. They gotta reap that, man. And for them to think they could just all the stuff they done, just put it under the rug, that rug gonna have to get lifted up, right? But they dirty, so of course they want to put stuff under the rug in the closet, and they just wicked. In the basement, put it in the basement and strap it up and put it in the trunk, take it to a far place. Hey, that's what Esau do, man. They always want to hide and run. This Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Abashai, right? Out of Paul said it himself. It said, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And everybody always say they believe the Bible. But when these precepts come out, all of a sudden you got the shakies, man. You're shaking and no. You got to reap that, man. Everything that's been done in history, it's going to repeat itself. We was ruling. We was ruling. It's going to repeat itself. Right? It's going to repeat itself. It's going to come right back around. But this time it's going to be everlasting. And yeah, that's scary. We was ruling. We had, these nations in subjection. It's going to happen again. But this time it's going to last forever. It's going to be everlasting, man. Right? Verse 8. It says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. Right? But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. Right? The Most High wanted me to just read that through the spirit, but hey, they gotta recompense that, man. They gotta reap that. Right. So let's go to Jeremiah 50 and verse 30. All right. Hey, they gotta, matter of fact, let's get another precept. Let's go to Sirach, man. Let's go to Sirach, man. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 3. It says, my son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold. And you see Esau reaped unrighteousness. He sowed unrighteousness, Salaki. He sowed unrighteousness, and now he's going to reap them sevenfold now. He's going to reap unrighteousness sevenfold. We're going to stay in Sirach, man. Because think, Salaki, too many precepts flowing. Hold on. Because things is, what they're going to reap is going to be crucial, man. Right? All the things that we going through is going to be sevenfold. Sevenfold. Let's get Deuteronomy first. Let's get Deuteronomy first, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. It said, the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. He's going to put all the curses on the other nations. It was definitely on Esau. So getting sold on slave ships, right? Depression, stress. Hey, y'all gonna be stressed out. Y'all gonna be stressed out, man. Y'all gonna be stressed out. This is why I want to bring this out. Sirach chapter 40, right? I don't want to be too long with it. I'm gonna just get, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, great travail is created for every man, and an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. From the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things, right? So this is created for every man and beast as well, right? It says their imagination of things to come and the day of death, trouble, their thoughts, and cause fear of heart. See, us dwelling in this flesh, we deal with this, man. When most are willing in the kingdom, we're not going to be dealing with that anymore. Who's going to deal with that? These other nations going to deal with that. They're going to have nightmares. Just imagine them keep waking up seeing Marsar, damn sevenfold, right? Sevenfold, a lot of gold chains on, crown on his head, all white garment, waking up, thinking it was a nightmare, when he just got out of a nightmare, seeing Yahushua slay his whole family. They're gonna deal with that repeatedly. They're gonna have dreams to where you trying to get out of a dream and you can't. You just stuck in a dream. They're gonna deal with that. Then when they wake up, they another nightmare. Y'all gonna have to deal with that, man. Right? I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. You know, it says verse 8, Salakia. Right? It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. It's going to be sevenfold more upon sinners. So these other nations is going to deal with that, man. Right? So this place got to get shut down. Right? Because they prideful, thinking they can go against the Most High. They think they can go against the Lord, man. They think they can go against the Lord. Like it's so weird. You got Jake thinking that too. This place is gonna fall, man. And if you don't believe it, you're gonna believe it when you see it. And that door for repentance is already closed. It's sealed. Right? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is gonna be out the earth. It's over with. Right? So let's go to verse 30. Verse 30, right? Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 30. It says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Right? Saith Yahweh. It said all her men of war shall be cut off, because you can't box against the Lord. You can't go to a shootout against the Lord. What makes you think you'll go to a shootout against the angels? That's weird. You weird. That's so weird to even think that. Who are you? A demon. Right? You got Jake saying, yeah, Satan, he's the best angel. Just stupid stuff. It's just retarded. That's the greatest angel. It's madness, man. Right? I'm gonna read that again. It says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. So you thinking they got all these missiles and all these ammos and all the type of guns you can name and can't name cannot damage the Lord of hosts, man. It cannot damage at all. Right? Verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, because they very proudful to think they can go against the Lord. They the most powerful nation, the most powerful nation. And this is what we got ruling over us, right? It says, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord God of hosts. For thy day is come. Your day is coming. Your day is numbered. It says the time that I will visit thee. Man, the Lord is on a mission, man. Because Jake say that now. Jake always is. It's that time. Dame do that. Dame, that's the spirit. Dame be like, yeah, I'm finna visit you. The time winding down. What, it's 4 minutes left, right? Is we down 15, right? Up, I just hit two threes. He end up doing this. Now it's a minute left on the clock. He hot because he hit two threes. And he had a layup. It's over with now. I'm finna game it. That's the most high through the spirit. Hey, yo, the time is coming, man. And when I'm gonna visit you, when the Lord visits you, there's nothing you can do. And the Lord is always watching, right? Verse 32, it says, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, right? So you, Jake, Eve, you out here being proudful. You out here dwelling in the world. You out here thinking the government is gonna save you, Eve. Jake, you thinking money with Esau's face on it is really life. You're gonna get confounded because this place is not your rest. Let's get Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Just because you take a nap and you got some money that you can spend don't mean that you're living a good life. It's weird, bro. Let's go to Micah chapter 2, verse 10, man. That's crazy work. Crazy work. All right, Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Bear with me. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart. This precept get brought out a lot because the Lord steady telling us to depart. He told us in Jeremiah 50. He told us in Revelations 18. He steady telling us to depart. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. How can a place of captivity be your rest? Right? How can this place be your rest? First of all, I'm gonna bring out the snap again because I'm happy it's leaving. You know, because you thinking this place your rest, you getting money from somebody else. Then you get your money taken from the person that gave it to you. Right? Then you buying what's supposed to be yours, but it's not really yours because you paying for it. How is this place is your rest? You work a job, but you gotta put in PTO to celebrate the high holy days. How is this place is your rest? Right? You gotta have a passport to travel. How is this your rest? How is this place is all about peace and freedom? Right? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted. It's polluted. It's doctrinated. Nothing but witchcraft and sorcery. It's nothing but spirits here, principalities. It's a demonic spirit here, man. You get depressed very easily. And then we dwelling in these bodies. Your flesh is a magnet to spirits. It's a magnet to this place. So this place, you can't rest. I don't care how good you feel. You could wake up. I'll praise to the Most High. You wake up, you feeling good, cool. Soon as you step outside, best believe a spirit gonna hit you. First of all, a spirit can hop on your rib. This place is not your rest, man. It's over with. We in these. It's over with. America has to fall. It has to be a new Jerusalem. See that? And I seen with the brother, a job can deny your PTO too. And who gonna ultimately is Satan denying it. The Lord sent Satan down to deny your PTO just so you can realize this place is not your rest. Just to let you know you're having fun, you freaking off. You go to the gym 7 days out the week and you hooping for 8 hours. You working out for 4 hours. You partying from morning to night. You out here waking bake. Eve, you out here twerking on the roof, jumping off the roof and splat. Yeah, that's why the Lord beating this place up, man. That's why strange things happen to people. Because you steady thinking this place is your rest. You're in captivity. How can you have fun in captivity? Psh, right? It says because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. And people so consumed in this place, they don't realize that they dying slowly. Really already dead spiritually, but physically they dying slowly. That's why people looking old, right? You get out of high school and you see somebody and they look old, look real old, you know. He's supposed to look 32, 31, 30, or may look younger if he taking care of himself. But people be 30 and be looking 60. People be 30 looking 50. People be 25 looking 38. You be like, what the hell is going on? Because this place is polluted, man. And you living in the standards of this world, you're going to get destroyed. Right? Let's go back to Jeremiah 50. This place madness, man. Jeremiah 50, verse 32. It says, the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. So Esau, he's not going to get raised up again. That's over with. The Lord already did that with Nebuchadnezzar, Cyrus, you know, Belshazzar, right? He did that already. Julius Caesar, Holofernes, well, he got cut down. But all these heathen kings, they're not going to get raised up again. That's over with. Who's going to get raised up? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? It says, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him, right? He gonna get destroyed, man. Hey, it said it's gonna destroy all his cities. That's all the dang, what's that? Yeah, H&M, but City Sports, DTLR, all that's gonna get burnt up. It's over with. Foot Locker, Apple, you know, the Verizons. What's another famous the outlet malls and the Nike store, and them finna get burnt up. All these stores, Esau own it. And Ishmael, these gas stations gonna get blown up too. Right? And the Lord finna destroy this place, man. All praise to the most high. You know. And if you're not happy about that, yeah, you gonna get real sad when you see it. Right? You got a point out?
Son, I had a few closing ones. Once you was done.
Con, I'm gonna bring out I'm gonna bring out one more precept through the spirit, right? Let's go to Isaiah 47. Right. All praise to the most high, man. We see America falling in our eyes. It's in our face. And our forefathers wanted to see these things, man. Right. This Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin, daughter of Babylon. Right? Like I brought out, who is daughter of Babylon? You read this book, Christian, who is daughter of Babylon? Where that's at, man? You Christians, where that's at? Old Testament onlys. Where is that at? Daughter of Babylon. Who's the daughter of Babylon? It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin, daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Because once upon a time, when America's in a peak, they was living very luscious, deliciously, man. Tupac was alive, Biggie, when Mox was doing a running man, and the percolators, and they was living in a peak, man. You know, America's in a peak, man. Look, America so-called looked at very tender and delicate. But hey, they're gonna sit in the dust. They're gonna get humbled, man. Verse 2: take the millstones and grind mill, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yet thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Because the great whore, she's gonna get uncovered. That nakedness. She's gonna be ashamed because you try to portray yourself as this comely woman. You know, as these wicked women does. They portray themselves as a virtuous woman, but behind closed doors, you're evil. You're seducing. You use people, destroy people. You a succubus. This is this place, man. And they gonna get humbled. But you gotta
And this is what the Lord said that we need to do. Because the Bible is written, we can't forget that the whole nation is not going to fall with America. And when I say all the Israelites is not going to fall with America. The Most High gave us, I'm going to read this. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse number 5. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. And you know, a lot of people, they like to come up to us on the street. Well, you know, we try to tell them, hey, we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, keep the faith, and keep the faith, and how about you, man, all of that. Well, you know, the Israelites, they didn't keep the. Hey, the Lord said He has not forsaken Israel nor Judah of His God, even though our land was filled with sin. Just because the Lord got bad kids, don't mean they're not His kids no more. You know. Here it is, we was acting up in school, and they think that mean that the Most High ain't our dad no more. You sadly mistaken. And God forbid any Israelite is thinking that way. Because we was disobedient. I've never met a child who's never broken one of their parents' rules. Never met one. I ain't never met a child who ain't never got in trouble with their parents. So we got to understand, hey, the Lord is doing all this to first off, to get glory to His name. That's first and foremost. But part of His glory is taking our people out of this situation. But you think the Lord is going to come get you from the land of your captivity if you doing the same thing that got you in captivity in the first place? How much sense that make? Here it is, you got kicked out the house for breaking curfew. You think the Lord is going to let you come back in the house and then you keep staying out all night past the curfew? That don't make sense. Let's keep reading. Verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. This equivalent to when Jake's fighting on the block and they jump in the car, and before they speed off, they say, hey, this block better be clear when I get back. That's what the Lord's saying. And if you got ears to hear, we're going to keep it PG on this video. You know what that means. Jake just got done fighting. He just got, I ain't even going to say that because they're going to take that the wrong way. Jake just got done fighting. He jumped in the car. Hey, this block, y'all better not be here when I get back. That's the Lord saying to us. When the Lord pulled back up on Babylon with the strap, you bet not be outside. You best be 3 blocks up the street. Let's see. This Jeremiah was saying it. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. he will render unto her a recompense. We gotta make. Hey, listen, I don't want no smoke with the Most High, bro. None. With a God that would flood an entire planet and save 8 people alive, you want to play with him? A God that rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah so bad, you got Edomites today still finding pieces of sulfur and burnt up clay pots and stuff over there where Sodom and Gomorrah was to this day. I don't want to play with no God like that. But hey, America, you know what they do? They don't care. And that's why America got to fall. I'm going to read this last verse, man. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse number 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. When Trump say make America great again, this is what he's saying. I remember when I was in school, when the Titanic was getting built, I don't know if it was the builder of the Titanic or it was the captain. Somebody said, hey, God himself can't sink this ship. That's what he said. Imagine see us in the truth. I couldn't imagine, the brothers from my wall can't imagine hearing me say something like that. The Lord himself couldn't throw this down. And I'm talking about something I built with my hands. But that's how prideful Esau is, man. The Lord himself, and we talking about the Titanic. What happened to the Titanic? I mean, nothing more needs to be said on that, right? I want to get this. Where is that? That's all good. So yeah, man, America's gonna fall. There's nothing you can do to save. You can buy your lamb truck tomorrow, and the gas stations don't have no more gas. Now what you gonna do with this lamb truck? That, like the brother was going in last week on that ugly cyber truck. What are you going to do when there's no power for you to get from them damn Tesla charging stations? Don't get me started on that cyber truck, man. I saw 2 of them this week. It literally looks like what we used to draw in 4th grade. That's what it looks like, bro. It's a big block with windows. I mean, Jake, come on, man. What we doing, man? I'm gonna read this again. Revelation chapter 18, verse 7, and then we can close up. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. I mean, look at America. They take from everybody. America is the bully on the playground. Everybody bows down to America. At least they used to. But now everybody kind of looking at America like, you ain't really all powerful like you make yourself seem to be. That's what China doing. I saw a video today. China is getting in bed with South America, Brazil, Chile, Peru. And what they doing is when them countries having problems, they're financially supporting them. It's a saying in the world. They say something like you gotta feed your wolves or they gonna eat you, something like that. Hey, China is over there feeding them wolves. They loyalty is turning from America. South America got all type of oil, all type of. I think one of the biggest copper mines or something like that. Copper and lithium is the 2 things you need to run just about all the electronics on the planet. And China is getting in real good with them countries. To the point where them countries like, well, America, you can't really bully me no more because I got my big brother China over here. He gonna help me. That's why Trump is over there trying to get with North Korea or one of them Koreas. Don't really matter because he see, oh man, here it is. America is being made great again, and 40 million Americans don't know how they're gonna eat next month. All praise to the Most High. Repent or die. And with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The water to the Most High for another opportunity to be on this side of the fence and not on that one.
Right.
Because, man, I don't want no smoke with the Most High. Lord willing, in that day, hey, all of us is willing, is chosen by the Most High to escape that judgment that's coming to America. With that, Kwame Yashala. Shalom.
Shalom.